cinema immersivo. Allora, qui abbiamo dal panorama al cinerama, cineorama, eccolo qui. Purtroppo c'è solo questa foto bella, ma guardate che è una proprio la geodetica.
Come a Las Vegas,
sì, infatti. Allora, quindi diciamo che poi il film, il discorso del film immersivo si è tanto evoluto, tanti mezzi, tanti media si sono succeduti e alla fine abbiamo nel 1894 viene proprio presentato al pubblico lo stereopticon, che è un apparecchio che utilizzava proprio 16 proiettori diapositivi che lavoravano in rapida successione per proiettare proprio immagini circolari. E all'esposizione mondiale del 1900 a Parigi diciamo è stato presentato questo, poi scusate ho una svista, e questo per un breve periodo si è unito poi, anzi si è evoluto in una tecnologia che poi prende il nome di cinerama, che è stato presentato a Parigi quello nel 1900 alla fiera. Era una sorta di ibrido 70 mm di film, venivano proiettati simultaneamente per formare un'immagine a 360 gradi, completamente collegata. Io qui avevo anche un link, no? Ed ecco. Poi abbiamo un'altra macchina infernale che è il Futurama, e quando proprio l'utopia si avvera. Siamo nel 1939 e per la Expo, qui siamo alla Expo Mondiale di New York, Norman Bell Jazz, sponsorizzato da Chrysler, c'erano già immaginati gli sponsor eccetera, l'industria, crea Futurama. Il Futurama raffigura un viaggio attraverso una città a misura di automobile del 1960. Migliaia di modellini di automobili scorrevano lungo un'autostrada a cui si affiancavano le immagini dei grattacieli che poi si estendevano a perdita d'occhio e occupavano così tutto l'orizzonte. I visitatori erano seduti in cabine e osservavano dall'alto questa scena, erano disposti in cerchio e osservavano questo nuovo mondo simulato sotto forma di modellino architettonico, e quindi questa città del 39 veloce, già Manhattan era veloce, insomma New York era. E questo è un altro modello di immersione. Ci siamo? Ok. Morton Heelig. Allora, Morton Heelig ha inventato anche Sensorama, guardate. Nel 1962 realizza Sensorama Simulator. Oltre a immagini e suoni stereoscopici 3D, il pubblico all'interno di questo sensorama veniva sottoposto a vibrazioni e odori simulati da sostanze chimiche che mescolavano, eccetera. Quindi la macchina simulava i 4 dei nostri sensi. Lo spettatore vedeva le strade di Manhattan sfrecciare, sentiva i rumori del traffico, annusava la puzza di benzina e i fumi della pizza provenienti dai bar, mentre sentiva anche però le vibrazioni, i sussulti della strada. E in questo caso l'obiettivo dell'esperienza era poi sensoriale e era ben chiaro a questo punto.
But the idea of VR technology dates well back to the 1800s. So how has VR gaming evolved over the years? Here's the evolution of VR gaming headsets.
È molto importante l'evoluzione di
1990. The Power Glove. The Power Glove released in 1989. It's the earliest VR gaming product released to consumers. Inspired by Data Glove, a glove developed by programmers at DPL Research under Atari that sensed the wearer's finger movement and translated the same into a computer, the Power Glove was designed for the Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. Specifically, it could be used with the Super Glove Ball and Bad Street Brawler games. By the time it was discontinued in 1990, it had sold about 1 million units. 1991, virtuality arcade gaming machines. 1991 saw an increase in virtual reality gaming devices for the public. Ahead of the pack was the Virtuality Group, who launched arcade games where users wore specially developed VR goggles and experienced immersive stereoscopic 3D visuals in real time. Some of these machines even allowed multiplayer gaming. 1994, Sega's VR1 motion simulator. Having attempted to develop VR glasses in 1993, but failing due to technical issues, Sega released an arcade motion simulator dubbed the VR1. The headset moved according to what was presented on screen, and was soon a common feature in Sega World arcades. 1995, the Virtual Boy. Interest in VR tech increased even more in the early 90s, and in 1995, Nintendo developed the Virtual Boy. This device was designed to be used as a portable head-mounted console and featured a red monochrome display. However, it needed to be placed on a stand or tabletop when in use. The reception and sales of the Virtual Boy were underwhelming, to say the least, and currently it holds the record for the lowest selling standalone console by Nintendo with less than 1 million units sold. 2010, Oculus prototype is unveiled. Development of VR game devices stalled for the rest of the 90s and early 2000s, as the cost remained prohibitively high. Even arcade VR headsets proved quite expensive to maintain. It was not until 2010 that a major announcement came along, the Oculus Rift headset prototype by Palmer Luckey. The Oculus Kickstarter campaign soon followed this announcement in 2012, raising $2.5 million in funding. 2 years later, Oculus was officially acquired by Meta, then Facebook, for a cool $2 billion. 2014, PlayStation VR and HTC Vive headset projects announced. The Oculus announcement and subsequent interest by social media giant Meta brought about a snowball effect. Virtual reality was a hot topic again. In 2014, Sony Computer Entertainment announced that it was working on a VR headset for the PlayStation 4 console, a project dubbed Project Morpheus. In the same year, HTC announced that it was working on its first ever VR headset, dubbed the HTC Vive, in partnership with Valve Corporation. 2016, Oculus Rift, PlayStation VR, and HTC Vive are released. 2016 was a good year for VR gaming. After being in development for more than 4 years, the first generation of the Oculus Rift was finally released in March of 2016. A month later, the consumer version of the HTC Vive headset was released. A first version had been unveiled earlier at the HTC's Mobile World Congress keynote in 2015. And in October, Sony released their headset for the PS4. The headset was designed to be forward compatible, which meant that it was also compatible with the PS5 released later. As of 2019, the Sony VR headset has sold over 5 million units. 2017, the Xbox One X. Hot on the heels of its competitors, Microsoft soon launched the Xbox One X, a console compatible with VR games and headsets. In partnership with Oculus VR, its users could stream Xbox One games to the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset through the Xbox app for Windows 10. 2018, Oculus Go, Oculus Quest, and the Half Dome prototypes. In 2018, Oculus teased their new VR headsets. The Oculus Half Dome prototypes allowed users to adjust the lens to focus on an area of interest, and offered a wider view without undermining an object's size, shape, and other physical attributes. The same year, Meta released its first untethered Oculus Go headset and the Oculus Quest. Going into the future. While the VR gaming industry has been rather quiet since 2018,
the word evokes the thought of a moving picture so large, you feel as if you're inside it. Where can you see this motion picture sensation? Why, in the Cinerama Dome, right here in Hollywood, courtesy of Cinerama and Pacific Theaters Incorporated. Let's go back in time to 1963. Cinerama Inc. President Nicholas Rossini approaches Pacific Theaters founder and chairman William R. Foreman with a radical new theater design for the future. A geodesic dome capable of playing Cinerama's 3 strip films. Envisioned as the prototype for 300 such theaters across the country, the dome can be built for half the price of a conventional theater in half the time. Enamored with the concept of a new movie experience for audiences, Mr. Foreman agrees. Los Angeles architect Welton Beckett, designer of the Beverly Hilton Hotel and the Capitol Records building, is brought onto the project. Plans are quickly formalized and a location picked. The land, located on Sunset Boulevard, is purchased from developer Saul Pick. Mr. Pick will also build the theater. The ultra-modern Cinerama Dome will be the first new movie temple built in Hollywood in over 30 years. To mark the occasion, Mr. Foreman seals a deal with United Artists, promising to build the dome in time for the premiere of director Stanley Kramer's zany comedy, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. It's July. Mr. Foreman announces the plans at a star-studded groundbreaking ceremony. In attendance are the film's director, Stanley Kramer, and stars Spencer Tracy, Edie Adams, Buddy Hackett, Dorothy Provine, Mickey Rooney, and Dick Shawn. Armed with picks and shovels, can't do that nowadays. Back on Sunset, the foundation is ready for the first panels, a series of half hexagons, which are lifted by crane and put in position. And how about that? The site is visited by none other than Stanley Kramer. How's it looking so far, Mr. Kramer? Nose to the marquee. Lights are brought in for the premiere. And it's showtime. And just in time.
Proprio tutto.
November 7th, 1963. And it's
E poi viene inaugurato.
the cream of Hollywood has shown up to see the new venue.
Viene inaugurato il Cinerama Dome.